Hey everyone, welcome back to Ninjago News TV. Today we start a super short but nevertheless important minifigure review series. This will be divided into two parts. In this part, we will be reviewing the minifigures of the Protagonists, which includes the Ninja and Hutchins. I'm also going to be taking a look at their exclusive Master of Spinjitzu minifigures, which are slightly different than these ones, and we'll take a look at them in a second. And then also, in the next video, I will be doing the antagonists, which includes Harumi, Garmadon, the Sons of Garmadon Generals, and also including Mr. E and Ultraviolet in their Oni mask forms. So let's get right into it. First, we have the Kai Season 8 form. This is probably one of my more favorite Season 8 forms. I love the little two things going on his torso, and the colors are awesome. It really shows red. His torso prints, they're really fine. And they're nice. They're pleasing to the eye. I like his little shoulder pad, which is a style of shoulder pads that has been here since Skybound pretty much. The only thing I really don't like about this is his face right now. I don't like Kai's new face at all. To me, it looks way too much like Jay's, and that little bandage is so ridiculous too. It makes him look like a little kid. He used to look older. Now his face looks really bad. But the rest of the minifigure is phenomenal. Jay's minifigure is also really nice. There's still little tiny prints on his legs and torso. The gray patches, the gray equipment area, little place for storing knives and stuff, that's also really unique also. And overall, the suit is also one of my more favorites. It has that nice little shoulder pad too, which complements it beautifully with the colors and all. I like the nice... It's his suit scheme is more of like white, silver, and blue, of course. And yeah, that little shoulder pad complements it beautifully. Again, this is the one thing I hate about this is his face. It's ugly. It's worried right now. I believe there is a reverse side for each of them, but in this case, then I'm only speaking for this one face. Yeah. Just keep in mind, I'm not talking for both of the faces. I'm talking about the face which it comes with, the face that they will show the minifigure with on the box. Yeah, anyway, his face looks just like Kai's face, and he looks like a little kid, too. Next, we have Cole's. Cole's minifigure is okay, I guess. It doesn't have all those details like the other two minifigures do. Doesn't have that storage area like Jay's does, or those two pieces going across his torso like Kai's does. It's okay. It's not great. It's not bad either. I like that they chose to leave his arms bare. That's definitely a new idea for Ninjago minifigures and ninja suits. I also like that the strip around his forehead is brown to provide some sort of contrast at least. Of course, it wouldn't be black, but it provides a nice little contrast, too. His face looks much better than some of the other minifigures that we've already talked about. This face at least looks stern, and it's kind of like no-nonsense, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I like that. I also like his hammer. It's interesting. Nothing too complicated. And the swords that go in the back are also a nice compliment. It might be a little too much, though. I'm not sure. But overall, it looks okay. This suit has a very mechanical feel to it, and I love it, actually. I like the straight lines. It's a little more mechanical than some of the other suits, but, that's okay, actually. It looks more in place, like straighter lines. It looks a little more modern, also. And, this suit looks awesome. The black is an amazing contrast to the white on his suit. Also, that nice little line of blue that goes down, it also looks really wonderful. Yeah, once again, you have those nice little prints on his legs. His legs are printed beautifully, actually. Probably one of the better printing for the Season 8 minifigures. He doesn't have a shoulder pad like the other ninja, but this is obviously because he wields a quiver with some arrows in the back. And his bow, too. And then, also, he has a stern face, too. Again, awesome. Overall, this minifigure is really nicely designed. And now Lloyd. I'm going to kind of reference the Ninjago movie because this suit is kind of like the opposite when we talk about colors. In the movie, that strip on his forehead, that was green and the rest of it was black. This minifigure is a massive step up from the movie one. It's just colorful and it screams Green Ninja a lot more than that suit did. He has the 2 L's on his forehead for Lloyd, of course. And then, yeah, so his suit is good. Again, not great, but definitely a step up from the movie suit. He has that nice little sword in his hand. I really don't see the need to include a sword and then another 2 swords in the back. Like he's ever going to use 3 swords at once. It's physically impossible for him. Yes, and then the shoulder pad is also very nice. I love how they make a shoulder pad and sword holder at the same time. It's kind of, in season 1, we did have those 2 with the ZX forms. They were a little different, and to be honest, I do prefer those, but these ones, the pads look better for these ones. So, yeah, his minifigure isn't the best one, definitely isn't the best one out of these ninja, but it's not bad either. Now, Nia. Nia is okay, I guess. To start, I don't really see the need to include those 2 flaps on her leg. I'm not really sure why they would do that. And also, her suit looks a lot like Kai's, except not as good. It's kind of bare. I don't like Nia having these colors. Her old color scheme used to be kind of a maroonish light blue. Now it's changed seemingly to gray, and there's barely any blue in the suit either. It's just gray and black. I don't really like it, to be honest. It's my least favorite suit. The colors just scream blah. They really do. The only touches of blue are those lines and the one on her forehead. You know, if she's the water ninja, it should scream water a little more than this. I don't like that her color has been changed. Her color scheme from the maroon to light blue has been changed in this season to this ugly gray and black theme. It's not Nia. It just feels blah. First off, please ignore the black scribbled mess to the side. This is a photo from the Ninjago Wiki, and iMovie is being annoying. It wouldn't really let me capture all 4 of them, all 6 of them, my bad, in the same shot without including some of the stuff above or to the side, so I'm just going to cut this out. Yes, I'm just going to go over these ones quickly as they're less important, really, and they're not the main focus of attention, so yeah, I'm just going to go through these ones quickly. These ones remind me more of the Ninjago movie minifigures, in the sense that their forehead strip is their elemental color, and the rest is black for the most part, except for Zane, of course. So yeah, I'm just going to go through them. Well, actually, first off, a common theme. These are a lot like the Air Jitsu and Energy minifigures, in the sense that they have some kind of elemental power that's very evident. But they're a lot like them, but not as good. So, let's start with Kai. The fire coming out of his chest is cool, to say the least. And his face looks better, too. Definitely looks a lot better here in this photo. I like the touch of the red contrast to the black. It looks beautiful. Yeah, so now for Jay. This one is not as good, I guess. The lightning coming out is kind of minimal. His hands are blue. There's not as much contrast. Cole is probably my favorite out of the 6 of these minifigures. He retains his original theme, and that's good because it should be kept consistent. And the rocks coming out, the orange color scheme, it looks really nice for him. Zane's looks good, but I noticed something right away. His entire ninja hood is white, and the rest of him is entirely black. This kind of contrast isn't good because it's just white in one area and black in a different area, and it's different than his normal Season 8 minifigure. I enjoyed that contrast. This one, I don't really. I think this was a poor choice on the designer's part for making him like this. I think it would have been much better if his torso been kind of blue and the ice coming out would have been a lighter blue. Now, Lloyd's looks okay, but there's nothing really that different about him. He has some energy coming out of his chest or something. It's okay, I guess. His hands are green, that's nice, but it just doesn't feel as good as the other ones. Nia looks okay. There's just water that comes, it looks like a tap. It's coming out of her chest. It's okay, I guess. So overall, these minifigures are not that bad, but nothing special. Oh yeah, and one last thing, they all share the same leg print, which is not, okay, I guess. They're minor minifigures, more like collectibles, but really, I don't know. These minifigures are cool and all, but definitely nothing special. And really not worth collecting all 6 of those Masters of Spinjitzu just to have these 6 minifigures. Now, I definitely wouldn't forget about Snake Jaguar. This is probably one of the better minifigures of the Protagonist wave. So, Snake Jaguar is Zane's alter ego in the Sons of Garmadon, and I feel like it's totally necessary for them to include this minifigure, for them to include this Zane in his cloaked style. It's a classic Sons of Garmadon scheme. Yes, it uses the same torso print as, Luke Cunningham, and Luke Cunningham. And it pretty much uses blank leg prints. That's probably the worst of it, but the rest of it looks awesome. His face looks really stern. I like the black contrast, which is different for Zane. The black face mask and the black shoulder pauldrons with the swords going through the back. Yeah, I think they could have done maybe a unique torso print for this one, but I don't know. It's a good minifigure. So it was never really confirmed as if Hutchins was good or bad, but it's assumed that he was a good guy, so that's why he's going to be thrown in here with the rest of the ninja. Hutchins' minifigure is really just okay. Didn't really think about his actual shoulder pads because he does have a gap in the middle. I mean, I guess they couldn't have really done that, but it's the rest of his minifigure. It's just kind of boring. The whole idea of his helmet has been used many, many times in Ninjago for minifigures like Garmadon, Doubloon, Samurai X, and many more. It's kind of getting boring to see the same helmet being used over and over again. And as for the rest of that, his minifigure is more simple, and that's fine. I love simple minifigures. He has a simple green color scheme with gold stripes down the middle. That's totally fine. It's just really boring that they continue to use the same helmet for many minifigures. So that's going to wrap it up for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, share with anyone and everyone you know. Part 2 of the minifigure reviews will come later, and I will see you next time.